was this?
Unfiltered
Oh, it's too big.
University.
Pause.
We ready? Go ahead.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered University. It's been a busy week. I'm here with a couple of my guys. How y'all doing?
I'm good. It's your boy Big Ed. I'm here again.
What's going on? It's your man, Professor Travis Everything in the building.
And it's Jay Morris behind the camera.
Because you don't be introducing yourself no more.
Oh, don't.
You don't give a fuck now that you behind the camera.
Yup.
And this is Unfiltered University.
Unfiltered
And
University.
we back. So to pick up after where we left off at the last episode, it's been a very, very, spicy week in entertainment. The Grammys, the Oscars, the shit that took place at the Oscars and everything like that, other stuff that took place in sports. So where would y'all like to begin?
We could pick up with the slap. I'm interested to hear what y'all wanna, how y'all feel about it.
I'll let one of y'all lead off.
Yeah, the scripted slap. Scripted with paid actors. With one of the highest paid actors in the whole world. What you guys saw was a play. Right? It was
And you had Madea right on. Wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
It was definitely a play. And the actor acted and it looked good, right? When the actors act, shouldn't it look good? Shouldn't it look believable? And that's what happened. Who smacks somebody and turns around, starts grinning, and walks back.
It was a devilish grin.
And then goes back to character. Keep your hands off my wife. You would have said that on the walk up there.
That's what he said.
Keep your hands off my wife. Boy head.
Man, he ain't say none of that. He said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah, man. All right, it was a show, Chris Rock's ticket sales went up. Red Table Talk. I seen a commercial for it today.
That shit is ridiculous. That shit is
Wait. It was a commercial for the Red Table Talk?
Yeah, it was a commercial on on Hulu. It was on Hulu.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay.
Damn, they making it big time now.
Initially, I thought it was fake, but after a few days done passed, I think it was real. But I can see why you think it was fake. The lean in. I ain't never hear nobody slap somebody, then ask questions later. Like, you hear people say it, but you don't never see nobody do it. And I don't think Will Smith that gangster to just do that.
See,
So
Go ahead.
no, because it goes to the conversation of like what we were just having off mic. How you know he not that? Like his
Get out my head.
pressure buzz pipe. Like, and there was a lot of built up frustration. Like, I ain't mad at the nigga for doing. I really don't feel no type of way about him doing it. He did it, cool. My thing is like, stop giving comedians this whole. It's a comedy show. He a comedian. He can say like he ain't know like nah.
but that's
Can't
why
do that.
that's why they're there.
Every major award ceremony has a comedian at some point in time. Or somebody that's funny. Outside of the ESPYs when Peyton Manning hosted.
And look,
we see Peyton Manning on Saturday Night
when you in the
He's
front row,
funny.
they go
As
talk
fuck.
about you.
He was talking about somebody a few rows behind them, but he was talking about their success. And I hate to sound like my bald head favorite rapper, but you talk when it comes to the white people, you just talking about them as like, yeah, both of y'all nominated. You better hope she win and you lose. But then when it comes to black people, you talking about their appearance.
Okay.
Like, it's a lot of ways you could go and be petty with it. Like,
Yeah, and that's why
it's a ton of ways you could be
That's
petty.
why
with
I
it.
don't
all your
think-
shit out first.
that's why I don't think it was anything had to do with that. It's something else that he battling. He probably don't like Chris Rock in real life, and so he waiting for him to say anything to pop off on him.
Come on,
Because they told jokes about hairlines before that. They done told jokes about they marriage before that. But then when Chris Rock get up here, now I gotta slap this nigga.
I don't. To be 100% honest, what's that? The Emmys for the sports? ESPYs?
No, the ESPYs.
I don't think niggas ever said nothing about LeBron headline up there.
They said something about LeBron hairline at the Oscars.
Was he there?
I don't know, but they said
That's
something
what I'm
about
saying.
it.
Like I can't recall a moment where niggas have said that while he was present
Fam, they talk about his hair pieces and all that during the game.
during broadcast. I'm talking about while he's present.
I mean,
Like how Will Smith was present at the Oscars and was able to get out his seat and go confront Chris Rock. I don't think it's been a moment. And then you see, like all, like you got like the Skip Baylesses, what do LeBron really say to these niggas? Like, do he even address like the niggas who talk about his headline on the broadcast? Do he even address them? Do he even speak on their name or anything?
Fam, where are we living? How are we living?
Listen, bro. I get it, but
I don't think
listen, bro. Listen, it could be a motherfucker that think they funny, and they want to make jokes about you, and you ain't feeling that. Like, no, not like I ain't with that today.
It was
you
scripted.
might fuck around and snap. Like
It was scripted.
Like it's certain shit you don't know how you will feel about it. Like
Hold on.
hold on. I lived one time. I ain't gonna speak on the whole incident.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my feelings, and you did something, and I pushed you up against the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, like any other time you do that, I wouldn't give a fuck. But it was that moment I wasn't in the mood for that. So you never know what you would do when you ain't feeling that shit. Like, can't give me hell nah.
No,
Keep his fucking wife name
it's
out
not.
your fucking mouth.
All right, so boom. Going back to that incident, same shit. You are the most playful motherfucker on the planet, and this is what I hate. Going back, tying into my argument, we love to be the victim, always, or the villain, and we become the victim when it suits us. Like I get it if you not a person, and this is gonna tie into my argument. If you not a person that whatchamacallit, that don't play with nobody. Going back to what Roy said on that podcast a couple weeks ago, if you're not a person that don't play with nobody, if you ain't in the media, you can get your personal business, yada yada yada. Cool, I respect that. Ain't nobody got the right to play with you. But if you somebody that lives your life in the public eye and you make a living off of being funny, being the class clown or whatever the case may be, and then that pendulum swing your way, fam, I ain't trying to hear that. Like. No, I'm not buying none of that. I'm not buying like that's some bullshit.
Is he that though? Is Will Smith that?
Not the class clown per se, but you definitely like from you lived your life on Red Table Talk and in the public media about relationship shit. This is why, and I ain't gonna lie. At first, I didn't think that it was scripted. Like I thought that shit was real until recently when they announced the Red Table Talk. And then I noticed. Well, I know why Chris Rock ticket sales shot up after that. But like you trying to like, I'm gonna put it to you like this, because I got a lot to say about this shit. Mm-hmm. First of all, let's go back to the fucking the piece about 2016, and I'm gonna go in chronological order since everybody been bringing that up. Like they ain't fucked with him, and that's why I don't like the argument that you just made, and I've heard other people make about them not liking Chris Rock. Fam, Chris Rock has been one of the most well-respected comedians up until. I'll even go back to that 2016 shit, and that shit died quickly.
I agree.
Like, as soon as Tony Rock came out in defense of his brother back then, it was like what he supposed to do? Not take a check? Like,
I agree.
You were mad that Will didn't get nominated for concussion. So your argument was, Jada's argument was to boycott the Oscars and all that. So boom, you fast forward to 2022. Y'all back at the Oscars and all of that. Like, he's making, like, anybody that's close at a comedy show, going to what you said about like comedians not being able to say this or that or whatever. The people that's up front are always picked on. Like that is what comes with shows. Like it would be different if he knew, but according to Steve Harvey, Chris Rock didn't know.
Hey, like, man, even if he knew, man, it's alopecia.
It ain't stage 4 cancer.
People act like he got cancer.
It's not stage 4 cancer.
You can't.
And no, stop. No, stop. Because the same motherfuckers that I see in defense of her is the same motherfuckers that I saw running Gabby Douglas through the coals
for having her hair checked up
after she did somersaults and backflips and brought home 10 gold medals.
Half of all
they killed Gabby Douglas for not having edges. Black women and black men. See, you chuckling now, but it's such a serious thing.
Look, half of Will Smith jokes on Fresh Prince is about a bald man who got
or a fat motherfucker.
And what's male pattern baldness? Alopecia.
That's all.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. And what 35% of women go through it too. Like it's not life threatening. Like I ain't trying to hit it. And then you throw in the whole piece about her, talking about her hair and like, oh, I don't care what nobody say, yada yada yada. I love being me, all this. So then all of a sudden, you don't like a joke that's being told, so you give your husband the side eye.
And that's why I said, why I was saying it's something else that they probably going through, because you don't just get mad at this person who just told a joke when everybody else been joking with you the whole night.
Look, and I'm gonna take it deeper.
Wait,
Like,
let me pause. Bro,
Scripted.
Wait a minute. First of all, the Fresh Prince jokes, those were written. Those were scripted jokes. The nigga was 16 when he started Fresh Prince.
He wasn't 16. He was grown. Like, he was 19, 20.
Will
first
Smith
season.
when
He was like 20.
20?
He was like 21.
Cool. Growth, nigga. Growth.
And I get it. That's the show. I get it. But at the same time, like
Jada Pinkett hair was long there.
Jada Pinkett
been bald
since different worlds. You
since low down dirty shade, but have been bald.
Before that, since a different world, nigga. Like, nah. Like, I hate the fact, and now I'm gonna take it to a level that I haven't heard anybody else talk about. I'm talking about the Oscars. And this is where that whole thing about why you doing this in front of white people, that really does matter. For the simple fact that when's the last time you've watched or heard somebody talk about the NAACP Awards or the Stella Awards or the Image Awards? Any of the three.
Or the Oscars.
No, not the Oscars.
Or the Oscars.
No, because you hear, like, even if you don't watch it, you hear people talk about the Oscars all the time when they come on every year. When the last time have you give me a notable moment that you saw or heard about from the NAACP Awards in the last 10 years?
No.
You.
Somebody got instant.
No. Give me one that you know about.
A memorable moment.
Come on, man.
You.
Never.
So my thing is, we have things that are in place, and this is a shout out to Monique, because I told you she brought this up years ago on the radio when somebody asked her, well, she hosted. Matter of fact, it was around the time of Chris Rock shit. Would you host the Oscars? I ain't too keen. I wouldn't do backflips about it. But if you ask me if I host the NAACP Awards, I would do backflips for the simple fact we are conditioned to think that we're not good enough. So we hold ourselves to that standard of the Oscars because everything that comes with it. And you know, according to Hollywood, once you get the Oscar nomination and or the win, your ticket price go up. So like what you was paying me per movie, you might as well double or triple that now because I have the acclaim past my name. Why does that matter to me, in my opinion? For the simple fact that we have platforms that we could boost it and pub that showcase our talent and our culture, but we don't buy into that because black people don't stick together. So hold on.
I'm gonna let you go.
So the stage that we are on, that we choose to buy into, that only few people of our culture like really get acclaim from, this is where we get our money at. Not to mention that this was the first time ever in history that the Oscars was directed by Will Packer, who was a black man. It was the first time it was ever directed by a black person.
No, it wasn't the first time.
No, it was.
It wasn't the first time. It's just the first time it was like
the
majority
black.
was
all black. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, that's what I mean. Not just him, but like you had an all black production of the Oscars. Mm-hmm. Why is that important? Because 2016, Jada's argument was,
they don't support black people.
Yeah, they don't support black people. All this. So if that would have happened to anybody else, I get it. Jada don't get this pass because you know the importance after all your coming out and stances and shit way back when. So even if you did feel disrespected, even if you didn't like the fact that he said what he said, if you saw Will getting after you above anybody else, you supposed to stop him.
I wanted to speak on that. That's the reason why I'm like, I could be fake because
it's fake.
When have y'all ever been out with y'all girl and y'all pop off on somebody and she don't try to defend y'all or like stop you from crashing out?
That's true too.
There's an angle that shows like somebody from behind them recording. She don't stop that man from crashing out.
She let him walk right up there. Right up there.
Even when he came back to the seat, she don't stop him from yelling.
They just let
him crash out.
Like
so,
no, fam.
But when you spoke on like the NAACP awards, if this would have happened there, BET Awards, we'll be talking about how niggas ain't shit and how black people can't have nothing nice because we always fuck it up.
Well, check it out, man. Name me the white people awards.
The Oscars.
The Oscars.
The Grammys.
Okay, so are we not allowed in the Oscars?
For the most part, you can say no because the people that you can name the black people that you go to.
We're not saying you're not allowed.
No,
I mean,
you can say it. You can say it because it's true.
Why?
You can't say. I ain't gonna say that. But what point are you trying to make?
Did this happen at the Oscars, right?
Yeah,
All right, and there were black people in the crowd,
yeah,
and there were black people nominated for stuff.
yeah. What's the point you're trying to make?
Okay, well, here's the point I'm making. All right, at the NAACP Awards, at the Image Awards, at these BET Awards, are they nominating white movies?
Exclude the BT Awards.
Are they?
No,
Are they nominating
BT is owned by
white movies?
by white companies.
BET
So that's what I'm getting at. So
what was that? NSYNC with Gone.
Probably.
What point are you trying to make?
I'm confused.
What
I'm not
point am
getting
I
the point
trying to
you're
make? A
Don't be
question.
the
A question was posed, right? Why didn't this happen at the Image Awards? Name a notable Image Award. Name a notable
No, he
NAACP
asked you
Awards.
when the last time you talked about it.
Exactly.
He said, name a notable time, a notable moment
In the
about
last
those.
10 years.
Right. I mean, it
you
could be
can't-
something.
What they got to do
I
with?
really can't even think of a notable Oscar moment or
We're
just talking about
we're talking
one.
about another
right. until
now.
until now,
Like,
right?
You ain't never heard
Shit,
the.
fuck. Again, we can go back to 2016. The Oscars,
Right.
What
So
point
I'm
you
saying is
trying to make,
the
though?
Oscars is promoted universally.
Okay.
Universally, it's promoted.
Okay.
Image Award is only promoted by brown skinned people.
No, it's not.
It's
It comes on
promoted
national
universally.
TV.
Come on, man.
Come on, what? It's promoted.
Comes on national
Right.
TV.
So these BET Awards,
No.
these NAACP awards,
All promoted universally. All of them. It's
No,
about.
no,
Yes,
no,
they
they're
are.
not.
Yes,
No,
yes, they
no,
are.
they're
the
not.
shit that Chris Rock said about Jada in 2016. How did y'all know? Like, did you know about that then?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't care about no Grammys, no Oscars. I don't.
Like it's
don't
it was
really look out for
that
like-
shit got national coverage then because you had a lot of matter of fact you had hella comedians coming out in support of Chris Rock and
For doing
that
it.
old boy that played in How to Be a Player, the light skinned boy that was
Pierre.
yeah P, he did the original Aunt Viv came out and spoke against Will and Jada because she's like, yeah, why you so big on the Oscars so black and all of that, like where were you when we were in contract disputes on Fresh Prince? When like it was
corny shit.
no,
And now
that's not corny.
now she
Corny
standing
shit.
with him because he slapped Chris Rock.
That's some corny
Yeah,
ass shit.
yeah.
Shit's wild, man.
Yeah, she be all over the place.
She
Which
was hurt
one?
behind that. You
The dark skin
when
ain't
they
it.
did
She's
the-
standing with her because she
She
getting the
did
residuals and it's the new dark skinned Viv on the new episode.
I could see
She was
that.
hurt behind the whole shit, but whatever. She
Like look, you can't say that the Oscars is promoted nationally or universally, and all these other mainstream award shows aren't, because they are. The Golden Globes, NAACP Awards, the Image Awards.
Golden Gloves are for who? That's like universal.
The Golden Globes is promoted just as heavily as the Oscars.
You said NAACP awards.
They are
That's
promoted.
by a black organization.
You understand that they are promoted universally.
What I'm saying is, listen here. If I go on Facebook right now and hit the promote button, hit the share button, yeah, it's gonna get shared universally.
No, it's
but
not.
but but it's not getting that push that the Oscars gets.
Why?
Because the Oscars isn't alienating. They're not coming out and
what do you
alienating
mean?
a race.
They don't alienate them either.
NAACP
No,
ain't
no.
alienating
We
other-
are NAACP is national advancement of colored people.
Yeah,
And it was started by white people.
I'm pretty. I don't care who it was started by. I'm
It's
telling you
white
what the
people in
name of it
organizations.
is.
No, because
What the name of it is. Colored people.
No, because
BET, Black Entertainment
It's owned by white
Television.
people.
And
Like,
colored-
BET
I don't care who owns it now.
But look,
The title of it.
No, that matters.
Name the White People Awards.
but look,
That says white in there.
you know why?
That
You-
says Caucasian
RIP.
in their name.
RIP, 'cause you
like Rich.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
look.
acting just like Rich. You acting just like
Wait
my
up,
nigga
wait
Rich.
up.
In their name.
no. Well, see, I don't think. Well, here's
Look, man, the NAACP
See, that
award,
person known as the
Of
president.
colored people.
colored people are all around the world. Travis.
Right. Yeah. Yes, they are. Right.
China, they colored.
Yeah. A white person's colored too. Then that's in the crayon box
So
too. It's white.
everybody,
But it ain't. Black Entertainment TV. What is that?
Fam, it hasn't been owned by.
What's the name of that?
Like,
Bruh, that
stop
was the
doing
name.
Would you feel offended?
do they not show white shows on BT?
Fam, you act like.
Why, what?
Let me stop.
Do they?
Let me stop.
Yes.
Do we watch what?
We don't even watch it.
Watch BET.
Black people don't even watch
You
it.
time out. You
White
do
show
time out.
BET?
Wait. You
Oh, there's a white show on BET? Which one, Joe? Which
I don't
one?
know because I don't watch BET.
Exactly. So
Fam, what are you talking? The whole organism, the whole.
he just said, name a white.
the whole network is owned by a white company. So what are you
Okay.
talking about? It's not owned by Bob
I'm
Johnson.
telling you, it's name a white
They
programmer.
be showing Jersey Shore on BET, bro.
You want to know why? Because MTV, VH1, and BT are owned by
same people.
Viacom, the same fucking company. That's why. So please, miss
So
me.
name the white show.
I don't watch BT.
I just named it Jersey Shore.
I haven't watched it since
Damn, I know they
fucking.
show Jersey Shore on BET.
Fam, I haven't watched it since probably Bob
Come
Johnson.
on, man.
I think the only time I watched it since was probably when they brought the game back 12, 13 years ago, whenever that was.
Man, the first white person I ever dated was Italian, if you want to call that white. And that's what a Jersey Shore person is. You're Italian.
Fam, you sounding real stupid.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
Like real.
I mean,
So-
just
so
think
that-
that,
so-
and choose your words wisely, though. You know, because ain't nobody
you ain't making a
stupid.
valid
No,
point
no,
with anything.
no, because first of
'Cause
all,
ain't no-
they Italian. Like so,
They're Italian, yeah. Italians got nice bodies. They're
what that got to do with the price of tea in China?
price of tea in China, man. We talking about black versus white and the
You said
spectrum.
Italians got nice bodies. What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
What I'm getting at is, all right, Italy is on the southern Europe hemisphere, right? Which is right next to the northern hemisphere of Africa.
This motherfucker finna pull his whole shoulder out of whack reaching.
I'm not, man.
You are
The
reaching.
northern atmosphere of Africa and the southern hemisphere of Europe, boats were crossing back and forth. And when those boats crossed back and forth, intermingling happened. And when that intermingling happened, races became intertwined. So if you're down on that southern European border, you have a higher.
You know, Italian is not a race, right?
I'm not saying Italians are a race, but their location, Italy.
Okay, so
What that
I'm not
gotta
saying
do-
black is the race. I'm speaking. There's so many countries in Africa.
What that got to do with
anything.
anything?
Maybe you're not getting it right. A Viking is closer to northern Europe, closer to the Antarctica, and the farther you go away from the equator, the lighter your skin tone is, which will
Okay.
associate you with being white
Okay.
or being whiter.
So what that got to do with what we talking about?
Because we're talking about black folks and how an Italian is closer to black.
but you just said white a couple minutes ago. This is what I'm trying to figure out where you're
Right.
going.
That is the So here's the spectrum, right?
You think it's too much.
If you're north, if you're like a Viking, you're like ice white. And
These views are not embodied by the whole Unfiltered
We
University
getting off-
podcast.
it's
we
not.
get off
It's
topic, 'cause you ain't-
It's not, bro. Because the further you are from the equator, the lighter your skin is. The closer you get to the equator, the darker your skin is, which puts you closer to being quote unquote black. So what I'm getting at is an Italian, which could be considered like the people in Jersey Shore. What race or what nationality are the people in Jersey Shore?
White.
No, they're not.
You said what race?
nationality?
You said what
Nationality.
race?
I said
You said what race?
and nationality are the people in Jersey Shore.
Nationality only deals with where you live. So their nationality.
So
would
they
be
American.
That's your nationality.
Okay.
Your ethnicity would be what your racial background would be.
You're going to race. I'm going to countries. You're
You
speaking
said
to race.
nationality.
I'm
That's what we
speaking to
said.
countries.
You said it wasn't
right. So,
nationality.
okay,
It was
cool.
American.
Will Smith, man.
Maybe you're not getting it because the Irish person in America still has their Irish roots and they know Ireland.
No.
Right?
But their nationality would still be American.
Okay.
It would still be American.
Their forefathers.
The correct term you're looking for
Ireland.
is ethnicity.
Bro,
Exactly,
that's
yes,
what
it
you
is.
want to use.
No,
I'm talking about countries.
No, that's the correct term.
So when I speak of Northern Africa, I'm talking about like Egypt. I'm speaking of
Ethnicity,
countries.
boy.
You talking about ethnic? Wait, you're speaking
Because-
of ethnicity.
no,
I'm
because-
speaking of a country.
So, listen, you said Jersey.
Bro,
listen,
right now,
listen.
Ukraine and Russia, are they the same ethnicity?
No. One is Ukrainian, one is Russian.
As two different countries.
Hey, let's change the subject.
No, stop.
They were all
stop,
one.
stop.
You are a teacher.
No,
The
wait. I'm
USSR.
glad you said it.
Because you don't even look
You remember
this
time
up.
out. Wait, pause. You remember we had this conversation all them years ago, Lear, and I was trying to tell you and Rich that there's a difference between nationality and ethnicity.
And ethnicity is the
That's-
difference.
No, listen. So when you're talking about people in America, no matter what their ethnic background is, their nationality will forever be American because that's where nationality comes from.
That's just that's the nation that they were probably born in.
Which has to do with nationality. That's where that comes from.
Okay, if you're from Ireland, but you've been living in America for 50 years and you're American, what are you?
If you're from then you will be Irish. Like
what? You're not an American citizen no more?
Look,
there's differences. That's why there's different words.
You assumed American citizenship.
That's different words.
We mentioned it last week. Words have meaning.
Thank you. Exactly.
Ethnicity, the fact the state of belonging to a social group that has a common natural or cultural tradition.
Social group, right? Social group, not boundaries.
Fam, pay attention to the whole definition. Don't pick out
social group.
Don't pick out one
cultural
word.
Tradition.
A cultural tradition.
They're Italian, which is their ethnicity.
Bro, you just said a cultural tradition, right? If you're in Louisiana, your culture could just be your Creole, but you're not the same. You're not from the same country.
You said if you.
Hey, let's change the subject. Because we didn't spend too much time.
You don't have the same nationality because it could be different nationalities, right? We could be Creole.
Hold on, because he's not the only person. It's a lot of people that think that, and it's a huge difference. You said if you're from Louisiana, right?
He didn't mention anything about a country in his definition.
Because that has nothing to do with it.
With ethnicity, right? I'm talking about nationality.
Nationality, they're Americans. They from America.
Go like this. Hold on, stop. Hold on. I got you. I'm gonna make this easy for you. Let's say you Asian descent, he's Hispanic descent, and I'm black descent. If all three of us are born in America,
right,
all of our nationalities will still be American. We will have the same nationality.
Guess what? Do they call us you American or African American? Will they call him Asian American?
Yes.
You was the Asian. He
would be the Hispanic. He would be the Hispanic American.
Yes.
You would be the Asian American.
So there was a separation being put there.
The nationality came second.
So do you agree that there's a separation?
Why would I be African American? Because my ethnicity says that I'm African. My nationality says I'm American. That's what
ethnicity. Once again, we're getting into it. Is cultural. Go off of his definition, bro.
I'm going off the whole definition. You taking out
the whole definition to you.
Thank you.
Okay, and where did it mention the country? And first off, you're speaking of one word. I'm talking about nationality. When I speak of an Italian, so now y'all telling me that
Drew, give him the whole definition of nationality.
Italians don't exist then, right?
No, nobody.
Spaniards don't exist. And what are we saying here?
Bro, you saying the same thing. You ain't saying it right. It's what we telling you.
Right.
Okay.
I'll give it to you like this. If you were born,
all that is ethnicity.
I got you. If you
so then what's nationality then?
If they in Jersey Shore, they in America, their nationality is American. Their ethnicity is Italian. If they're in Italy, their ethnicity is Italian and nationality would be Italian.
All right, bro. So
that's the definition.
Italians and American, are they not Italian Americans? What are we?
You just said they're Italian American. Their ethnicity comes first.
So that's what. Okay, so
and
cool.
That's what he just said.
That's what I'm saying, though, bro. What I'm saying is the people in Jersey Shore are Italian Americans, which are closer to a black person than the Northern European American is.
No.
Yes.
No, man.
Okay, what's give me the spectrum?
Please.
What's the spectrum from white to black?
You ask what nationality means. Plain and simple, the status of belonging to a particular nation. That's the definition. So again, if you were born in, let's say, Russia, you wouldn't be African American. You would be, what was it, African Russian?
Or Black Russian, or whatever country from Africa you know
because
you're
your
from.
nationality is derived from the country you were born in. It has nothing to do with your ethnic background. It's the nation that you're from.
Okay.
Same thing if you was born in fucking in goddamn Mexico.
Right.
Like you'd be African Mexican or whatever.
Like Idris Elba is what? British?
Yeah, he's British. He's African British. Like he's not African American.
Afro British. Okay.
He's not African American because his nationality is not of America.
Okay.
It's of Britain.
So when I just said that people on Jersey Shore,
you said they're closer to You said they're closer to African American, and they're not. They just are. Everybody in America that was born in America shares the nationality of American.
Right, they're Italian Americans
and Mexican Americans and Asian Americans and Russian Americans and African Americans.
No, I was talking about Jersey Shore.
Man, let's change the subject.
The majority Italian Americans.
Let's change the subject because Trav got on a whole different topic that ain't got nothing to do with Will Smith slapping a nigga in the face.
Plain and simple.
No, but I'm getting at, we're talking about BET. you're talking about Oscars or BT Awards, and I'm telling you guys that what award show is strictly for white folks? And because
the BET Awards are not strictly for black folks,
man, but it's
They just
majority
do it-
for black people, dog.
Says who?
I mean-
Based off of what?
Based off of most of the awards. What now play naive and tell me what race wins most of the awards. 75% of the awards in the BET.
80%.
80%.
Black people.
Okay. So
But let's not act like Robin
Stay there. No.
Eminem haven't won awards, bro.
No.
yeah, I said most. I didn't say all.
Stay there.
I said most.
What group of people and/or ethnicity wins the majority of awards at the Oscars or the Grammys? Don't worry, I'll wait.
For the Oscars, I would definitely go
White
with
folks.
No, let him answer it. Since you want to go down that route, because you literally
Bro,
finna put your foot in your mouth.
I'm not going to put my foot in my mouth, but what I'm telling you is the majority of those people, I believe, are Caucasian. Am I right?
So if we going by your logic, then who
Right.
is the award show tailored to? Since you want to go by that, since
No.
you wanted to use the amount of people who
You-
win
you-
awards,
You're not going
for
by
the
my.
BET Awards.
My logic is the name. National Advancement of Colored People. The name.
BET.
Black Entertainment Television. The name
Okay.
is catered
Okay,
towards
fuck the name.
a certain
Let's use the
individual.
Let's use the Stella Awards.
The who?
The Stella Awards.
Stella Award.
What's the group of
Time
them?
out, bro. I'm lost.
Because Travis ain't making no point.
lost.
He just talking.
He's just talking. He's literally
Okay,
just talking.
can you hear this,
So
right?
Are you saying that it's bogus for black people to have their own awards?
That's what he's saying.
Is that where you going?
What I'm getting at is the reason why the NAACP Awards or the BET Awards aren't as big as the Oscars or the Grammys, right? It's because we're only catering to one
And
nationality.
that's bullshit.
All right, then what
No,
other
we're
words?
we're
What other
only catering to
words
one
you say?
ethnic
The
group.
Stella Awards.
What about them?
Educate me on the Stella Awards. No, educate me on the Stella Awards. Who are they for? I don't shit.
The Stella Awards are the gospel awards.
Okay, well that's gospel, and gospel is dominated. Gospel is a
Say it.
African American generated.
Right. White people do gospel music too.
Yeah, they do it, but I'm telling you a generality.
No, you're not.
Type
You-
in gospel.
you
Type
telling
in
them
gospel
to pay.
right now and look up the first 10 images and how many of those images are going to be. Or what
Go ahead.
what race will those images be?
You act like the only people that do gospel.
I'm never saying the only. I'm saying the majority.
But and how did you get the majority? What did you get? Where did you get that? Based off of what?
Based off of
Based off of what?
my idea, my impression of what I see gospel
Bruh,
as.
they show white preachers on BET.
Joel
right,
Osteen,
and I'm-
fucking, who else? Shit.
Yeah, I'm not negating that.
I think that's paid though. He paid for that shit.
It don't matter because number one,
It does matter.
BT ain't owned by black people, so it don't matter.
It doesn't have to be owned by black people. The
And
name
look,
says black people.
even the reason why those things even exist because black people weren't allowed in those other spaces, man.
And that's perfectly okay. I understand that.
So what? I mean, you ain't making no points. Is
What I'm
we
telling you
saying.
is right. A BET won't be as national as a
It
Why?
is,
as a
though.
Oscars.
It is,
Which
though.
one get more ratings? Which one would you rather win? A BET award
Stop.
or an Oscar award?
Stop.
Go take
I got
it. Go and
you. I
take
got
it,
you.
Marcus.
And this is why Monique said what she said. Shout out to Omar Epps because he said the same shit on Joe Budden Pod last week. The reason that we give the Oscars and the Grammy so much acclaim is because we buy into the shit that they sell us. The BET Awards before BET was sold by Bob Johnson or whatever, or the woman who took over after him, and the NAACP Awards and the Stella Awards can all get the same fucking acclaim if we bought. It's just like you got a clothing brand, but he owned Balenciaga, and I'd rather buy Balenciaga because the notoriety to come with it. I get what's the meme? Your homeboy clothing brand is designer too. We buy into that other bullshit. Like, don't tell me that BT Awards or the fucking not Oscars, but the Stella Awards or the fucking NAACP Awards ain't as universal as Oscars, because it is. We just don't choose to pay it no attention because we don't feel that we get the notoriety that we could get from the fucking Oscars and shit. That's bullshit.
And that's the point
I mean-
Marcus been trying to make the whole time.
What color is the first 10 people? Huh?
First 20 is black.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I did.
I
First,
want to make sure.
well, I don't know because Kanye.
But Marcus just said is the point he was making for the beginning. If this was done at the BET Awards, we'd be talking about how this is why we don't support this or that.
Like, I hate
That's
that.
what we would be saying
Like,
when we can have them be
my
just
nigga,
as good as
that's
that.
That's some coon shit. That's
Coon
that's
shit at its
what it is.
finest.
That's some coon shit. Like,
Yeah, whoever said that, yeah. So if you feel that way,
I would say that that's not true because niggas love the Source Awards.
when the last time you heard somebody talk about Source Awards?
Listen to me,
Awards,
though.
I like the
Around.
Source
Listen
Awards.
to me. Niggas love the Source Awards, and niggas knew what the fuck was going on at the Source Awards every year. Niggas tuned in to the Source Awards because they knew what was like. It was never no down talk on the Source Awards.
You're
Niggas-
talking about 30 years ago.
it,
Because when the last time somebody talked about the Source Awards?
because
Liv?
they- I don't
The
even think
Source
they do the
Awards
Source
still
Awards
even
no more.
happen?
Exactly.
But I'm saying though, like, but that's what niggas like. That's what they did. Like niggas didn't talk shit, like because you saying something about the BET Awards. I don't think if that shit was if it'll be the
My
same.
bad. I apologize. It wasn't the Oscars So Black. It was the Oscars So White in 2016. But continue.
Oscar's been white since forever, but I don't think it don't matter what. Yeah, if it was BET, I think it'll be the same conversation we had.
Nah, I don't think so.
Number one, the reason it won't be the same conversation is because we don't even hold the BET Awards to the height that we held it back in the early 2000s. The same thing. Put it like this: you've never seen the Oscars or the Grammys disappear, or for this argument, the AMAs, the American Music Awards. You've never seen them disappear. Everything that we talk about as far as the shit that we used to hold high and mighty. Niggas don't talk about the Soul Train Awards like they used to back in the 90s. Niggas don't talk about the Source Awards because they ain't even here no more. Niggas don't talk about the BET Awards. Like, we don't even talk about BET in the same light that we used to talk about it in. Everything that was in for your definition, tailored towards or for the blacks, we let fall by the wayside. We sold BET.
It was
like
everything had a rebranding except the Tonys, except the Oscars, except the Grammys.
None of them had a BET Awards never had a rebrand. They been the same
Nigga,
consistently.
what?
What's different from back then?
No music programming. When the last time you seen a fucking video on BET?
But that's not for the awards though.
No, I'm
talking
saying
about the awards.
for the whole.
Oh, because
For
we let again. You gave it to white America, and you let them whitewash. Not you, but like we let.
What was the lady name? The white lady. It was the white lady that bought BET, right?
But
No, I think it was a white man.
that had more so to do with YouTube, anyways. As far as the channel, because MTV don't show the same thing no more either. But people still
No,
show
they
it.
also fucking Wayans Brothers, Martin, Fresh Prince, and goddamn Jersey Shore. They play, and the Jamie Foxx show. They play the same 5 shows all fucking day long. VH1, MTV, and BT. Why? Because they all owned by the same motherfucker.
because
That's
they
why.
all play the same shit.
They play the
all
same
day.
shit all day long. Oh, and Baby Boy.
Except on Sundays, BET show gospel videos. They got a gospel video channel.
Look, all I'm saying to you is everything, the esteem and the hype that we hold the Oscars and the Grammys to, we had all our own shit, and we could have been put our people on that same platform. Because let's be clear, we all know that hip hop is the number one genre of music in the world. We know that. So don't tell me that the BET Awards are universal when the number one genre of music that's coming out of the BET Awards is the number one genre in the world. That makes no fucking sense. So with that same logic, if we would have held BET when we had it, when it was ours, to all that same esteem, all the acclaim that the fucking Grammys get, the BET, like, let's be clear, the BET Awards could have been a red carpet star-studded event, but niggas don't want to go to the BET Awards. Niggas want to go to the Oscars. The only reason the Oscars has that acclaim is because we give it that fucking acclaim. If niggas stopped buying into the shit and bought into their own shit, we would be fine. But niggas don't want to do that because, oh, it's a check over there. It's a check over there because we put money over there. Stop putting money over there. Stop feeding into that shit.
Bro.
And then at the end of the day, man, Will Smith wrong, man. You ain't gonna slap no grown man in the face. And look,
Knowing that he was in a position where he couldn't hit you back.
anywhere
Why
else,
you couldn't hit him back?
anywhere else, it would have went down.
Fam, you finna lose every
We would be talking.
brand and upcoming event in the world if you fight in front of 20 million
Bro,
motherfuckers.
No, you can't. Hell no. You can't say that.
Hey,
Did Will lose
Say
all of
that,
that?
bro. You cannot.
Yeah.
Will is losing money. They done stopping movies and everything.
Netflix pushed back a upcoming movie they had with him, Hancock 2 on hold, and some other shit. Like, a lot of motherfuckers.
I think all that shit is just on hold until they figure out what they gonna like. If charges gonna get pressed or anything like with the court situation.
So you're losing money because if it wasn't no issue, one should be on hold.
The only people who are cool with it is really black people. Everybody else is kind of upset. And then, like I said, like
Which
this
shows you the
one thing I
mentality.
hate that it happened because, like I said, anywhere else we'll be looking at them niggas crazy. If this happened in the party, this why I don't like coming out. If this happened at coaches, when I slap a nigga at coach's corner, I don't want nobody saying nothing crazy.
Nigga, if this happened at a family dinner, this why we can't get together as a family because niggas don't know how to fucking
Exactly.
act. Like, don't give me that shit. Oh, he should have stood up for his wife. Nigga, please.
Because
me personally, if we had a family dinner and motherfucker felt insulted or some shit and they slapped him off, hey, that's your fault. You watch what the fuck you say. Like you,
and you would be cool with somebody doing that in your house.
Would I be cool with it? No, you would never be cool with it if it's at your crib and they fucking your shit up. But you will understand.
No, I wouldn't understand.
Man, take that shit somewhere else. That's what you gonna say.
Nah, you would say at your crib. You will feel some type of way like if some of your shit get fucked up.
Even if the motherfucker was justified, in your opinion,
even if he justified, like I don't want it in my like. Of course, you don't want nothing in your crib getting fucked up. Like that's
if you
like,
out
if a nigga walk in my I'm gonna reach. I don't give a fuck. We at the crib and my boy bring his kid over and he go in the room and the nigga end up fucking with his kid and he end up killing the nigga. You have every right to smoke this nigga, but why you gotta do it in my house, bro? Like, damn. Nah, I mean, like, it's that type of situation. Like, the whole shit, bro.
You going out to eat later. Somebody at the dinner table across from you slap somebody. They ain't gonna let them slap. They gonna get to tussling. You gonna be like, God damn, fucked up my night. These niggas got to fighting in here.
Bro,
you didn't go out to dinner to see or be close to some motherfuckers getting into some wild shit. You went out to have a nice time.
Guess what? Niggas, we finna go. Shout out to 3 Dots in the Dash. We going out for drinks. Hey. A nigga get slapped in there. That ain't gonna stop the bartender from pouring my drinks. That ain't gonna stop my food from coming. They gonna kick these niggas out, and I'm gonna go on with my night. I ain't gonna go home and say, damn, why they had to do that? Like, man, that shit was crazy. He slapped the shit out of dude. Like, who at that award show? Who was affected besides Chris Rock and Will Smith, bro?
Well, you've had Wanda Sykes and Amy Schumer come out and say that, like, because you asked me who, so I'm giving you an answer. Like, them two, and you've had countless other motherfuckers come out in the media and say, yeah, da-da-da. And Will Packer had to answer questions talking about it. Like, yeah, I thought that he, to quote him, yeah, I said Chris Rock finna go up here and kill his shit. Like, none of that, like, he was like, I thought that it was part of the script until he realized that.
Who was affected by that?
I was affected.
Shit.
I saw the pain in Chris Rock's eyes afterwards.
Affected. What was the question I just asked?
You said who was? What
was the question I just asked?
I gave you 2 answers on top. I told you fucking Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes.
Why were they affected?
Let me find the quote that she said.
Bro, like,
and I kind of hate that Amy Schumer, but
bro,
that comes like he's still going. Look up Mark.
Everybody is looking like everybody trying to capitalize off this shit.
Which that's understandable too. That's business.
Look, man. I know for a fact that if this was at like any place else, we'd be looking at them crazy. But most people ain't looking at Will crazy.
This shit for an hour.
That's because niggas wanted to talk about ethnicity and shit and BET.
Carmen Sandiego. But look, I hate I don't know. It is what it is. I don't blame. To me, he didn't do shit wrong. If you feel like he did something wrong, that's your opinion.
Like I said, I just hate the narratives that came out of it. Like, oh, don't talk about people with alopecia when we make bald jokes all the time. Every time.
Don't worry about it. The Olympics coming up in the summer.
Wait up.
See all these hypocrites.
I hit Darren up to see if he was around. Shout out to Pringles too.
Wait up, because look, everybody. All the women I saw on Twitter talking about, yeah, don't make no fun of alopecia. She got an illness. Y'all talk about niggas getting hatfish. You don't know what
fucking alopecia is.
They talk about getting hatfish. Let a nigga with a bad hairline say something crazy on Twitter. Y'all go drag that man.
You said hatfish like catfish?
Yeah, like if you got a fucked up hairline and you take your hat off, or if you bald and take your hat off. Like women talk about this all the time.
We good over here.
And then it'd be like, don't say nothing about black women on Twitter. Look, man, anybody can get jokes. Same thing I said about the trans situation with Dave Chappelle. Anybody can get
our
these
black
jokes.
Women, Joe.
Hey, look, you can protect a black woman.
That fucking narrative.
You can protect a black woman.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
And not assault another person.
Because when are black women gonna protect black men? Because what should have happened in that moment? She should have reached her fucking arm out. Not right now. Wait till commercial break. Go in the back. Fuck that.
Say that.
What you mean?
Because nobody.
What you mean?
Bro, watching that, did you know when he got up out his seat, did you know he was going up there to slap that nigga?
Me? No, I'm in my fucking living room. No, I was here.
I'm saying watch it. Like, even when you go back and watch the clip, do you know that, do you think that he finna go up there? Will Smith.
Me?
The Fresh Prince Hancock.
Me.
Hitch. No. Do you think he's...
The difference between me and Jada is, I didn't give Will a side eye about being upset at a situation that clearly might have affected me.
Let me say something about it real quick.
Go ahead, please, because Well, wait, Drew, this gonna be quick.
All right.
Everybody keeps saying she gave him a side eye. Where do you see that at?
Are you
Where,
blind?
She do like this shit.
where do you see?
And she looked out. She rolled her eyes at Chris Rock and looked at fucking Will,
man.
because he was cracking up and shit.
But look,
it was a picture afterwards or something.
No, it's all in the video.
It's her reaction.
But look, even
It's all right there.
even before that, man, what was her protection with this red table talk?
Exactly.
Embarrassing this man.
Which they
telling
finna do again, and some of this is his fault.
Look, man, it was so it was a YouTuber I was watching, and he went to her page, right, and he was like, she wrote this whole fucking letter to Tupac for his birthday, yada yada. She got these letters that she done kept
For years.
for 30 years.
Every year she give Tupac a post
But
on his
look,
birthday.
when it was Will Smith's birthday, she ain't post shit. That's your husband.
I mean,
You sure this nigga that's dead got your daughter writing letters to him? She wasn't even around when Tupac was around. Why are y'all talking about Tupac so much in y'all house?
So don't give me that we gotta protect black women, because number one, at the end of the day, you don't give a fuck what you subjecting this black man to, and you laughing if you find out that your daughter's mom is got her writing letters to her ex-boyfriend that she ain't never met.
That's wrong.
You
I'm
gonna
laughing
be
because
pissed.
you said something funny.
Like,
And
I'm
then
like,
what else she say? I ain't never been satisfied by this
yeah,
man.
she said that.
That's so weird
over the
shit.
summer. Like, but again, I can't necessarily blame her.
I have to
wholeheartedly.
leave.
I can see
Because-
why he crashed out.
I have to.
No,
leave.
like,
Damn.
He ain't crashed out. That's part of the act. You ever seen a comedian get into it with a heckler and the fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's words before we even get up there.
Yeah, you right. You right. That's why I can believe the conspiracy. If it was a conspiracy,
like that's
because look, this is my conspiracy. If it's fake, he did that because he's starting his own. That we like, fuck these white people. They go shun me, but I'm gonna rise up from the ashes. Yeah, that's too much, ain't it?
yeah,
it's too much.
You break your goddamn collarbone reaching like that.
But yeah, man.
That's that. Look, I hope that it's fake. I think it's a lame attempt because it's notoriety if it is, but I hope that it's fake. If it's real, that shit lame.
Here's how it normally goes. He makes a joke, and after he makes that joke, you say, "Keep my fucking wife name out your mouth."
He said all that shit afterwards.
And if he say the wrong thing after you say that to him, then you get up and walk up on stage.
I can agree with you. I can definitely agree with that. Like that shit was all out of whack and out of fucking pocket. And hey, Chris Rock better than me because I'd have made the next 5 minutes about that whole August shit.
Hey,
Because you ain't gonna get up here and smack me.
he would. I feel like he was about to say something because he was like, "Oh boy, I could." Ooh, and then he just went on about the show.
Nigga, that's a walking set.
Did I
you
say-
get a nice 5 minute set off that.
Did I
Do
say
you
y'all to
agree
Mike
with you
Epstein?
can't dictate how I respond to your disrespect?
I think
Do
that's
you agree with that?
I think that's a childish take as far as doing shit. And I used to buy into it until I realized it's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes you gotta take a proverbial L. Not when somebody necessarily put their hands on you, but again, I understand in that situation what shit Chris Rock could do. Like you trying to protect future endorsements, the current brand or whatever. Like you cannot do that in front of 20 million people. You gotta take that L.
Did I show you? Did I send y'all to Mike Epps when he did his little? He did his like he was doing the stand up, but he talked about it. He's like, man, I would have karate kick Will in his back. So he would have rolled down.
Picked him off the stage.
That shit was funny, man. You gotta,
Like the reason I don't know, man. The reason I don't think this shit real, I do. Why it couldn't be? It's a possibility that it's not real. It's a delay in all of this shit, and they would have bleeped that out.
okay, so they did, but it was like internationally, like around the world.
Yeah,
They
she
saw
was
it
already
still.
on Twitter, like within the
No, I'm
next.
talking about not the words, just the scene, because it's like what is it, like a 5-second delay from the actual broadcast and the.
Yeah,
So they could have took that shit out, man. But yeah, whatever.
I mean, it still was live, so it's like
Listen to me. Live TV is not live TV. It's a delay.
I get it, but
So they could have paused that shit, and yeah, whatever they do, like the On Heart shit. Well, they showed that.
yeah, that was live TV. Died on live TV, no, on delayed live TV. So
sometimes you can't make that.
Right,
Cut that
shit.
5 second.
not to mention motherfuckers that was there, they got their phones and shit out. Like they got social media accounts. You still can't stop that. Like no matter what you do.
What's another topic we got?
Yeah, because
What's the lesson, Marcus, on that?
don't just go and slapping some people. Don't think after this you could just go slap somebody in the face and walk off like Will Smith.
No, not just that. It's a couple lessons. I think the top 3 of them. Number one, It's a time and place for everything. Number 2, don't let your significant other put you in a position to where you got to do some stupid shit in the face of standing up for your partner. Number 3, I can't even tell you 3.
Number 3, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Number 3.
And that's that piece.
Hey, I got one last thing to say though, man, about it before we transition. Man.
Shout out to Tony Rock.
Chris Rock probably going through it. You know, he used to get bullied for real. Like everybody hates Chris.
Yeah. He said actually it's 2 things he said about that, and I didn't know the first one was the fact that he actually has a legit disorder as far as like not being able to understand social cues. No bullshit. I didn't know that.
You could tell by the way he leaned in, like what?
No, because you know, there's like he does not understand nonverbal cues, and I like that shit didn't come out till after this, but he spoke about it years ago. I didn't know that, but the reason I said shout out to Tony Rock is because he came to his brother's defense back in 2016. Like everybody dragging him because he decided to do the Oscars when everybody was so pro-black back in 2016 when Jada did what she did because Will didn't get nominated for Concussion, which I think was a dope ass movie. He was like, what my brother supposed to do? Not take the check? Like that's still, as far as he was concerned, like that's still a door opener for future comics, future black entertainers, and so on and so forth. But then like you got everybody running the Will defense or whatever. Oh, he stood up for his wife and all that. At the end of the day, it was nothing that Chris Rock could do at that moment. So shout out to his brother for having his back. Like shit, it's 10 of us.
And Will the one that apologized. Chris Rock ain't apologized.
Yeah, that was a fake apology. Like Chris, and shout out to Chris Rock.
It's footage of him going talking to Chris Rock at the end of the.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about that viral post that went around. Like no,
I don't think that was Chris.
You don't think it was real either.
Yeah,
true. I just no.
See, and that's the thing. Like, it's all of this shit that we like. He put out the apology. I don't think it was real. If it was another comedian, he wouldn't have did that. Like, it's so much shit.
I'm not saying that. Like, it's.
How do you know that apology wasn't real?
They came out and said that wasn't like that didn't come from like any Chris Rock account or.
No, I thought you were talking about the Will Smith apology.
Oh, no, Will Smith real.
Yeah, no, Will Smith was real. The Chris Rock apology was fake. Like it's.
Yeah, we already said that he. Who, me?
No, I was saying. I was just gonna say move to the next.
Oh yeah,
because you had one you wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, the Ari Rangers.
Who?
Ari Rangers.
Oh man, shout out to Ari though. My girl
body crazy.
Mad.
Like,
hey, my girl go get mad, but
trash.
she already know.
She a trash individual.
Man, trash bitch. Man, yeah though. Ari and G Herbo. The little boy, what's his name? Your son.
Your son.
Your son.
No, your son Teller?
Man, come on, man. Who is that?
I think it's spelled the same.
I think
it's spelled the same.
Who?
From out here in Gary, Indiana. Your son Teller.
Nigga from Bad Girls Club, ain't it?
He was on Bad Girls Club.
He was on Bad Girls Club, but
Empire too.
Yo, he said that G Herbo baby mama, she mean and she hit him and shit like that. And Ari went all on social media trying to bash her. Like, bro, if you feel that way, why not? Why do people? The first thing you do is run to social media. Like every time it's something with her, the first thing she do is go to social media. That shit trash. Like if somebody beating on your kid or you feel your kid getting mistreated, why not call the police? But
because I watched it because like I said, I'm a fan of the Ari, the image. I don't know her the person, but the person out of
that's a funny ass statement in itself.
But she fussing that kid, man. I can see if her baby mama Tiana like do something at that little boy. That little boy bad. Like, you know how you can tell a kid just like be getting into trouble.
He bad as fuck.
I think that's what he be doing. And but you said about running the social media, that's who she is, and that's a lot of people in this age. Like they run the social media with all their problems instead of either handle it, face to face, or like you said, going to the police if you feel like they harming your son.
I'm gonna take it back to what you just asked me about the other topic. How do you tell somebody how to respond to disrespect? Which I don't agree with it, but I want you to think about that. Like it's the same shit.
It is.
Like we don't agree on how she's handling it. If that really took place, but that's how she chose to handle it.
But are you handling it? By going on social media, are you handling the situation?
In her eyes, yeah. And I'm
What
gonna
was
tell
she
you why.
arguing about?
The baby mama hitting her son.
So this is what they said happened. The little boy came on. I guess he had some scrapes on him. He said he fell, and then he said she hit him, and so she got like other audio of him basically like he was on the floor. He fell on the floor at the house because she threw a pillow at him. So the little boy fell, and mind you, her Tiana, she's like 8 months pregnant too. So that was the situation.
So G Herb got a baby with Ari Fletcher and another baby mama.
Yeah.
With Fab daughter.
Fab
Yeah, this
daughter.
finna be their second. This finna be their second.
Yeah, they about to have 2 kids. They already got one, and then so he went on like a rant talk about how you go say like I don't love my first son as much as I love my other kids. Like, don't be telling people that basically. Like, how can I not love my first son? It's my dog, and which I believe. Like I'm friends with not friends with them, but I follow them both on social media, and they seem like they really love their kid. So I don't know. That's why I don't deal with people with kids, man.
I mean, if you don't deal with people with kids because you got your own kid and you got a fiance.
Even before then, I couldn't deal. Like, y'all, we could be cool, but nah, cause I don't need nobody. I want.
It's about maturity at that point. Like, and you see this all the time with people just in the city and shit like that. Like, and when I mean like in the 219, like if somebody not over the relationship or not mature enough to understand that it's gonna be somebody else around their kids, it's always some wild shit. Fam, like you got a kid, they boy or girl, they get in this shit. They do shit. Like, it was number one, there was no reason to come to social media with it. But why did she do it? Because number one, like Drew said, she lived her life on social media, forever posting shit. Number two, you want the court of public opinion to be on your side. Because most of the time people don't care enough to actually delve into a story or understand both sides. Oh, I'm a fan of this person. It's no way possible that they lying, so I'm just gonna ride with whatever they say. Like, people are stupid in general. Like, people are really, really stupid, and they buying this shit. Like, do I believe that Herb's girl did some foul shit to that kid? No, but I could also be wrong. Either way it go, that's not some shit that you deal with in the court of public opinion. You call the police, you get a restraining order, you get supervised visits or whatever the case may be, or you push for that, and then you let that cookie crumble. You did that shit because you wanted to paint Herb as a bad father and an old girl as a fucked up step parent or whatever the case may be. Like what? So I can't respect it.
And then she was like, in her rant, she wasn't referring to him as like stepmom or the girlfriend. She kept referring her to as just the babysitter. Like, yeah, you just be watching my son while he gone out doing whatever. You just a babysitter. I can't get mad at she's saying something like, you just a babysitter and I don't want him around the babysitter no more.
Which shows what she's really beefing about. Like you ain't even got enough respect to respect this woman just as another mother. Like and his potential his stepmother. Like people stupid.
How often, you got to figure out how often does she have the kid?
It don't matter. She could have a kid once a month. It wouldn't matter. Like when that kid is with her, that kid is in her supervision. Like
it would matter to me if I don't like you and your parenting skills and you're around my child only one day a month or 1 weekend a month. I can deal with that a little bit better than 50-50.
Yeah, I'm unsure how often.
Like this, if you don't like somebody around your kid because you don't like their parenting skills, why are you agreeing for them to be around your kid at all?
You can't control everything.
No, you could go to court and file for supervised visits because you don't trust this person's parenting skills, which is why some parents have supervised visits because the other parent has proven not to be suitable enough to have the kid on their own personal time without no supervision. So that lets me know that you really don't, not you, but she don't care about their personal skills because you can't tell me that a mother that cares about their kid ain't gonna push for, oh, I'm just gonna let my motherfucking kid go with somebody unsafe. That's bullshit. Like, no, hell no. Absolutely not.
And then she had like a whole bunch of audio records of the kid. I feel like since she don't like the girl, even though she say she don't, but I think she don't like her. Like, kids can pick up when you don't like a certain person and they'll treat that person the same way. Because he didn't talk about he want to shoot her. she don't treat them bad. Like if my kid came to me and said hey, she wanted to shoot somebody, like I feel like that would be a sign for me. Like yo, she really don't like this person. Let me dig deep into why she don't. Cause
Right.
I ain't for a kid. I think the kid probably like 3.
3, yeah.
And he could talk real good. For him to say I don't like her, she mean, I want to shoot her, I want to kill her, all this, like that's something deeper going on. So,
And where
like
you
said,
where you learn that from?
Exactly, yeah. Where are you learning from? And then, like you said, like if I felt like this situation is that deep, you gotta try to fight to get supervised visits to keep your kid away from that person.
Like
Shit, it could be something like, hey, I
I
don't know how
learned
they.
it from the dad, man. We can't say it's your Herbo.
That's
You know,
weird.
living the best life.
That's weird coming
But
from
I'm
you.
saying though,
Where your son gonna hear? I want to shoot him, man.
but you gotta think who
Pause.
his mama from the city too. She ain't just
No,
no angel.
Okay,
And she with
what if your mama from the city and you the one doing the complaining? Like if this the mom doing the one complaining, and my son says you want to shoot him, maybe your son. Are you suggesting that the son heard the mom talking about shooting people?
Yeah,
That could be a possibility.
But then the mom has no ground to say I want supervised visits.
But we don't know
mom,
that, though.
you ratchet just like
Not
that.
to mention, who's the mom's boyfriend? Another nigga they be talking about shooting and popping and killing niggas.
Well,
So don't
then-
put that all on G Herbo. Like that's bullshit.
I'm not putting it on G Herb, but what I'm saying is, right, okay, so here's what we're coming at. We're saying that a wholesome mom over here.
Says who?
Who a wholesome mom?
Who says who?
Okay, so
She
we're not
wholesome,
saying
like, she thick,
wholesome
but
mom.
she ain't-
Okay, so then
If
if
pause,
I
real
can't
quick, though.
pause. If you're not wholesome, then you should not be saying I want supervised visits when they over at that house, because at your own house is gun talk.
But see, you know that's bullshit because you see ain't shit mothers all the time paint fathers that you know is good fathers as unfit parents.
Well,
Why
and
they at the
that's
crib
wrong.
doing
Yeah, that's wrong.
So it's like, remember that conversation we had a couple weeks ago when we was talking about when it's the father that got some fucked up shit going on, we hold him to the fullest extent of the law. But when it's the mother in the same position, we lessen
Pacify.
it. Yeah, same shit. Because immediately we automatically paint Ari. Not we. You automatically paint Ari as a wholesome mother and all that. Like
I don't know what she is, but
see you and that's hold on, stop though.
all I
Because-
know is what the first thing I heard you say. The first thing I heard came out of your mouth was, go to the authorities.
if you feel
Right,
X, Y, and Z.
right. So I'm thinking that, okay, maybe her house is safe, and her kid would never say nothing like, "I want that person shot." I thought that you were getting that this child was getting all these ideas from over G Herbo's spot, because over here everything is peaches and cream.
No, because number one, you got a boyfriend that is well known for the shit that he taught.
So
in records and
with
music.
that being
and shit.
said, then this kid's probably getting influence from both sides,
that could very well be the
and
case.
then there would be no need for intervention or supervised visits, unless it's universal supervised on your part and on his part. But check this out though. What y'all think about that girl who shot her cousin in the bathroom?
I didn't see it.
That was a sad situation.
I didn't watch it. Personally.
I posted on Instagram, like in my stories, like if you got a gun, you got to teach your kids proper firearm safety, because the kids is right, what, like 13, you said? 12, 13?
12 and 14, yeah.
So they old enough to know that, you know, playing, they should be old enough to know that playing with a gun or having a gun, you can hurt somebody.
At what age did y'all first play with a gun? First,
I was, I say I was in the second grade.
second grade.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was probably about first or second grade, probably before that actually. I can't say, and I'll tell you about it later. It was a situation where my cousins were showing us, you know, proper firearm safety. Like that's like me, my brother, and my little cousin, child D-Town. We kind of like fascinated with guns at the time, like cap guns, water guns. So we like, it was one thing where they showed us like this is how you handle it. This is what you got to do. If you ever had a gun yourself, if you pull it out, somebody you better be able to go the whole way. All that type of stuff. So
You remember the conversation we had? You already
Which
know.
one?
You already know where I'm
Which
going.
one, man? Which
like,
one?
Like gun laws and shit. So you asked me, should the process be more strenuous and all of that? Yeah, this is one of the reasons why, because and I'll admit it, I don't always do the most responsible shit with my guns, but I teach all like since my kids was younger than Makai, like who's 3 now. What's that? Daddy gun. Am I supposed to touch it? No. What happens if I touch it? I could possibly do some harmful stuff, and if I don't, I still get a whooping and all that. Like, but more importantly, it's everybody not having these conversations with their kids. It's. Go ahead.
It's footage, and I'm showing it's footage of that girl with gun. Like they showed a whole bunch of pictures and shit, but it's.
Oh, she got more pictures than just that one day.
Yeah,
And you blame the parents for that.
Like, it's a fucked up situation, bro. Like, and you make gun laws strict, that's not gonna do nothing. Like, niggas' cribs get broken into, motherfuckers go through a tough time. I got a gun, here, I'm gonna sell it and report it stolen. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, it's ways around everything, bro. Like,
so the response to that is, because there's ways around everything, you do nothing. I mean, think about it. Because if you don't expect nothing to improve in the long run, there's no need to ever try to do nothing better than what we already doing.
I mean, so this might not be proving nothing to you, but it might do. You know, it's gonna be nothing to get a gun. Like you ain't even gonna need no registration, nothing. Like, you just walk around with a gun.
And I think that's counterproductive.
Hey.
And
it's data that shows that states that operate under that law got lower crime rates.
It's a talk that you and I can have off mic. I think it would be beneficial on mic, but I don't want to.
I believe that data, right? But the states that have these lower restrictions, what's the population? Are these in heavy urban areas, or are these like
urban, just
wilderness,
lower populated areas?
Wilderness areas like Wyoming.
No, because that matters.
That's something we could go in next week.
I'm just
we can talk about that next week.
Yeah, we can
do some homework.
Yeah, because that is a good thing to think about. Because like you said, if it's a lower population, then it be less likely to have as much crime anyway.
Iowa, West, that's mainly fucking farmland and shit.
But then think about, I don't know. You say we'll talk about it next week, but then think about Indiana, like our area or Nap. We got lesser, stricter gun laws than Chicago or Illinois, and I think our crime rate is not as high as theirs.
I'll put it to you like this.
We have stricter gun laws then?
Yeah.
No, we had, Illinois has.
Illinois got stricter gun laws.
Illinois has stricter
and New York.
gun laws. Like I can't take my gun to Illinois, but I can take it to like everywhere. I can take it to Illinois. I can't take it to Illinois, and I can't take it to like Florida, and I think New York and California.
Absolutely, New York. Like you definitely finna face a Fed charge. Like
anywhere else I can go.
Imagine applying that rule to Illinois and Chicago. I mean Illinois and New York. Like think about it. Like because the data shows yada yada yada, and you know the type of shit that they deal with out there as far as just like number one, the heavy population, and number two, the crime rates.
We'll look into it more to get more data on it. That's what we do here at Unfiltered University.
Texas is a state.
And Texas strict as fuck.
You said what?
It's strict. Like strict. Like everybody go to jail in Texas.
I don't know. We were talking about population. Texas is one of those states.
I mean, I feel like Texas and Florida is two of the worst places on fucking planet on the planet. Like,
hey, let's talk about
and they hang niggas in Texas.
Talking about Florida, man. It's like the wildest shit just be happening in Florida,
right?
Like
with a gun.
This off subject, but all right. So we talked about it. The kid who fell out the
the
ride.
Coaster, yeah.
Why some girl get up there?
That shit was. I don't know if we talking about the same thing. Go ahead.
She act like she was related to him.
Oh yeah.
That was like the foulest shit I've ever seen. She was up there crying. Talk about she made up this whole story about how he called was like, I need some money for the ride, and she was like, I got you, cuz.
So look, it was
just crazy.
Man, I gotta get up out of here. But it was another late. It was a little skinny white chick on the ride. The same type of ride that old boy died on, and they ain't checked. They ain't make sure she was in there.
Yeah, they finna face
It
some
went
class
up.
action
It started to
suit
go up. She started screaming. She like, I'm not secure. Like, damn.
What happened?
Nothing. They put her down and they locked her in.
Locked in. God damn.
She's stupid.
Dang, when that happened?
Got up.
I just seen a video the other day. I have to find that again.
Before or after?
I want to say it was after.
And that remind me too. I was talking because we were talking about this at work, and one of my guys from Hammond, he graduated from Morton. He had basically told me that he's actually been on roller coasters out here before, like where they actually have a scale and they check the weight or whatever. Like, and I had never heard of that. So I just know that roller coasters do got a weight limit, but I didn't know there was motherfuckers that
I don't give a fuck. That nigga lying. I ain't never seen that shit. Who
white dude named named Novak.
I don't believe them. They been lying to us since before time. Why believe them now? You read books, you see they be lying. But yeah, though,
Them books be lying.
We gotta go.
We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Unfiltered University. Any last remarks?
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
If I just so happen to make a joke up in coaches about somebody looking crazy and I slap them,
No, it would be you get
panic.
slapped.
No, they slap you.
They slap you.
Oh, if they slap me, we set that bitch up. Yeah, once we'll do it again.
Hey, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Nationality, and ethnicity is two
Darker
different
the
things.
berry, the sweeter the
What the fuck
juice.
is that, a slam? This motherfucker showing me slams.
A Puerto Rican slam.
Puerto Rican slam.
Rican rice slam.
Man.
I'm done. But yeah, catch y'all next week, man.
All right, we out.
Unfiltered University.